We have a Muppet stripper fetish going on.
What? No. And I shared this on Facebook. I found Muppet burlesque dancing, and there's no way I'm not clicking that.
What? I have random screws in mine.
Random screws. It's not like there's a bunch of power tools behind us, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan, the cook. That's Chaos, and y'all remember Jeff from such episodes as Corsair Triple Smoke and Tongue. All right.
Lingua.
Yeah.
Tongue sounds so,
So mainstream.
I've got to do that again. I've got to do that again so we screwed up the video. But
to find
the
different
Lingua actually
tongues.
came out really well.
Yeah.
I screwed up the prep so we couldn't use the
You
video.
screwed up the tongue?
Yes. Or I screwed up.
It's a common problem.
I screwed up.
Affects millions of American men
prepping the tongue.
every year.
I screwed up prepping the tongue. The execution of the tongue was amazing.
So basically your foreplay was off.
Yes. All right. So today, Jeff and Michaela brought us Kikori. You remember Michaela? She's the angry German. Focus.
She's not angry, she's just German.
Hey, I'm mellowed out.
She's had enough wine.
Since I first met you, yes.
All right. So Kikori.
I'm still genuinely afraid of you from when we first met.
Which was like over a decade ago.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, so this is a 100% rice whiskey. So a lot of people have the misconception that, oh, Japanese whiskey have rice in the mash bill. Nah, homie. Actually, they don't. But this one is 100% rice. So here, you pour yourself.
Oh, well, thank you.
It is made in Matsumo. What island did we talk about?
Kyushu.
Was it Kyushu?
Kyushu.
Okay. It's made obviously in Japan. It's a Japanese whiskey. It is 100% rice, and it is aged in American oak, champagne boots, and sherry cask. It's how it's aged and blended at the end. This is a crazy smell. It smells like flowers. It really does. It has a super floral smell to it.
Cherry blossoms. I'm just thinking Tom Cruise and that movie.
Mission Impossible?
That one, yeah, that's the one.
I actually really like this. This smells like nothing.
It smells like nothing but cherry blossoms, and the taste is crazy. It's
pretty.
Yeah, it's real pretty. It has no kind of sharp edges to it at all. It's got a little bit of alcohol burn on the back end. What's the ABV on it? What's the proof? 41%, 82 proof. So they didn't proof it all the way down to 40, which
now
is cool.
Now it says distilled from rice and pure mountain water in Kumamoto, Japan, which apparently is in Kyushu Island.
Okay.
Aged in barrels for 3 years. And honestly, I really do believe the rice and pure mountain water thing, because it just tastes really, I guess, natural.
Super clean.
Yeah.
Crisp, clean. There's real floral, like crazy floral.
Like whenever you drink like a scotch or something, like you could taste like this thing was down there in the barrels and all that stuff. I went Irish. I'm not good at accents. I don't pretend to be. But, you could taste it was in like some kind of barrel for a really long ass time, yada yada. And then with this, there's just an amount of TLC over the course of 3 years, mind you. And it's really good.
But whenever you're drinking like some scotch, especially bourbons, things like that, you have this kind of mental picture of just like dirty, rough, gruff kind of people making it, things like that. This you imagine like super clean everything. Everything is OCD, very neat, very organized.
No.
Japanese.
I would say this is borderline art. Like it's pretty common in Japanese culture for a lot of things to be like kind of an art form. Look what they did to baseball. We recruit their people now.
Yeah. So the Japanese are famous for taking things that are not Japanese and making them better.
Yes.
And this is better.
Yeah.
This is like seriously. This is seriously good.
It doesn't even make sense for 3 years.
Distilled on the thighs of virgins or something.
I was about to say that.
There we go. Okay.
No, this is really good.
It's we have ESPN.
This is.
But yeah, it's like
This is a different level of whiskey.
yeah, it's
You know,
real.
it's not
super
a
clean.
traditional whiskey. It's not what you would normally expect from Tennessee or Kentucky or
No.
anywhere or Scotland or Ireland or anywhere else. This is something the Japanese have taken and they've gone to a different level and they have made it something
Seriously.
different.
Yeah,
you know.
Seriously, like a different
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't taste like anything I've ever had. And, you know, I'm only 26, haven't been on this. I've tasted a lot of
So,
random stuff. but
What's
this is
what's funny is
amazing.
about a week ago, I had a week ago? No. Yeah, about a week ago.
about a week.
I had an experience where Josh and Brad invited me over to try something, which completely changed my mind and changed my reality of what I thought whiskey was, what was possible within whiskey. And now I'm drinking this, and it's the entire other end of that. But again, it's expanding what I know to be possible for what can be done with whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Well,
is,
and you compare this to something like anything that Garrison Brothers makes,
Yeah,
which,
no.
which kicks you in the teeth, right? And this is just so smooth. It's on the opposite end of the light spectrum from something like Garrison Brothers.
This
And,
almost
they're both great. This is just a different,
yeah.
This-
level of great.
This is almost like I'm drinking wine. It has that
Yeah.
kind of feel in my brain. Whenever I'm picking up tasting notes and whenever I'm
can
trying
see
to
that.
process it, it's trying to register a wine. It's not registering a whiskey. It's definitely not registering something that's 41% alcohol.
See, I don't drink wine much. So for me, like, I really kind of get the pure mountain water thing because it kind of reminds me of like those really annoyingly expensive Whole Foods waters that while you're buying already expensive beer, you're like, I might as well go all the way. Here's Iceland water. Cool. And so you have something like really refreshing, like truly
And that's a great word to
refreshing.
describe this.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
truly refreshing.
Yeah, this is unlike a lot of other whiskeys. This would be good sitting on the back porch when it's 105 degrees.
Oh
Yeah,
my
and
God,
I
yeah.
mean, we make that analogy a lot because it's like not a watered down whiskey, but a very mild, very easy drinkable whiskey, things like that. This is not mild. This is not easy drinking. This is not boring.
This is an art.
just
Yeah.
this
And-
is just
And
refreshing.
a lot of good whiskeys, even though they're good, you like to turn them into a cocktail because it takes a little bit of the edge off.
Yeah.
This
No.
has so little edge that I would never want to turn this into a cocktail.
I
I'd
would
always want to drink this,
I would spit on somebody
Just
that
like
did
this.
that. Like,
yeah,
this is
this is
so I
incredible.
wouldn't make an old fashioned out of this. I wouldn't, do a Manhattan. I wouldn't do anything with it other than this.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it reminds me of there's a really famous painting in Japan that everyone's seen. It's called The Great Wave Off Kanagawa, and it was done by Hokusai. And it kind of embodied like Japanese art form because for them, well, not for them, but for that particular style of art form, every stroke kind of has meaning, And you could just feel that in this whiskey, that every little thing they did was measured and concise. Like they didn't fuck around. They weren't like, fuck it, let's throw some figs.
That's a bleep.
Yeah,
Or two.
yeah. But they weren't like, some rosemary, let's go for it. No, they went in with an idea of what it would be, and they did it. And that's more than 90% of anyone can say. This is really like, for me, it's awe-inspiring because there is nothing I've tasted in my life that like just has this kind of just refreshment, and it's all just rice and water.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, there's two ingredients and they've come up with something that's kind of awe-inspiring.
Yeah.
And that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, like you can't not be impressed by it. Like if somebody's like, let me take that thing that you have like on Thanksgiving when nobody really knows how to bring a side, so you just bring rice but like buttered, so they kind of and that thing that fish in, that's another bleep. And they combine those two, and they make like angelic stuff.
So before Aiden continues down this, and Evan has to edit more, Kikori, if you ever find it, get it. Buy the bottle.
Like, don't even hesitate.
Sip. Don't even hesitate. I don't even. How much was this?
37.
Seriously?
You're kidding. Where'd
No,
you get it?
$37 at Wine and
Total Wine.
Total Wine, and I think that you hit it pretty summarily. Angelic
Yeah.
is
this is
what I would
Just like
call
30
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
The German,
All right, so
the
hold on.
German
We've gotta- we've gotta-
researched the other Axis power
We've got to
and
end this
found a
episode
good
so we can have
Japanese.
time to get down to Total Wine and buy the rest of this. So until next time,
Oh. The best whiskey is your favorite.
best barbecue is the way that you like it.
Share it with your friends.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Go buy the rest of it.
Probably some of the
Hello.
best whiskey
What
I've ever
about
had.
the German being angelic?
I think you're
You
angelic.
know it's Passover, right?
We love you. We do love you.
What's brought you a bad whiskey yet?
You haven't.
Oh.
You have not brought me bad whiskey yet.
And immediately when he says it, I lean away.
You
The
know,
first
collateral
couple,
damage,
Have
right?
you ever read
admittedly,
The Sound
dumb
and the
luck.
Fury?
This one, I feel like you actually researched this one.
She did.
Yeah, I meant like unusual whiskeys. Okay, which one can I get?
Like, if I was in, like, some Saw movie and they're like, all you have to do is just not click the link in front of you when it appears and you won't be shot in the head. And it just says Muppet Burlesque, like, I have to know.
Click.
it's,
You can't not click on it, right?
it's awful. They actually, what's the name of the two old guys? You know, the guys who make fun of people from the
Yeah,
stands?
the old
Yeah.
politicians.
Yeah, they
up on top
included them. They're in there.
in the burlesque show.
They have the exact heads and then stripper bodies. It's so creepy. And the worst part is, it was apparently a 3-day showing in Hollywood and they never did it again. And I'm really upset by that.